So, this little taste test is going to be America versus Canada versus Scotland in the kind of cheap wine or cheap whiskey taste test. Affordable. We'll say affordable. We're going to kind of put to the test a little bit that the idea that wine testing is crap because they did a test and they figured out that foofy wine drinkers couldn't tell the difference between good wine or bad wine if they were told it was good wine, but it was actually cheap wine.
It was an interesting show.
So one of these has got a better reputation, at least in America, than the others. We'll see if that holds true. So first thing we're going to test is Evan Williams, 1983. Well, these are blind for Laura Jean.
Yeah, I don't know which ones you poured.
Yeah, so this is the Evan Williams 1983. We're going to do the Crown. So you probably could say, well, we know what's going to win that. And we have the famous Grouch Smoky Black, which Ron White insists is the best Scotch he knows because he said he went to Scotland and that's what they were all drinking. And the advertising says it's the most drank Scotch in Scotland for 35 years. It's a blended Scotch. It's not a single malt or anything like that. So I know which is which first. So maybe we'll have Laura Jean go first, and that way I can tell you which is which and tell you what I think of them.
Also, disclaimer: I'm not much of a hard liquor person.
Yeah, I mean she doesn't really like whiskey, so.
But.
At least you'll get an unbiased opinion that way.
I know, you always tell me, take tiny sips, tiny sips.
She likes to gulp.
I do not. All right. It's very, powerful, I would say. Burns my lips.
Okay.
Powerful.
Oh, the color.
It's very burning.
Burning.
Yeah.
It burns.
It burns us. Ooh, that smells nicer. It smells like very, this one just smells harsh. This, definitely like that one more. It's got a better mouthfeel. Nice taste. It's smoky. I'm gonna guess that this is the famous grouse. But I haven't tasted this one. I haven't tasted this one yet. It doesn't smell as harsh as the first one. Definitely lighter.
Any notes that you detect in that? Besides,
It's more honeyish, I'd say. It's definitely sweeter and not as... It doesn't burn it like this stuff does. I'm going to guess that this is the Crown Royal. I'm going to guess that this is the famous grouse. And that this is the Evan Williams.
Right, you're correct. Good job. So now the question is, which one, if someone put a gun to your head and said, you must drink whiskey.
Well, it doesn't take that much, fortunately. I would go with the Crown Royal.
You should go with the Crown.
Yeah, I would go with the Crown. And the next would be the famous grouse and then the Evan Williams, which would probably be good for mixing.
Predictable result from Laura Jean. Crown Royal's got notes of vanilla. She said honey. I'm calling it vanilla. But, I mean, it's got a...
Is that your favorite as well?
Decent reputation amongst people who don't, have huge budgets. So it's definitely an earned reputation in that sense. So for me, which one do I like better now?
Yeah. Well, or maybe just what do you think of them?
The Crown is definitely, like, if you just want to sip and enjoy something that's mellow and not too, it's not bold or anything, but it's got a great mouthfeel and And if you take tiny sips, it tastes like hints of vanilla, and you can definitely taste on there.
It's sweeter.
Well, the famous Grouch. This is the Smoky Black. They make two versions. I got the Smoky Black, so it's peaty, which is kind of what you expect from Scotch. That's why she immediately guessed that was the Scotch. I haven't tested the other one, so there are Scotches that don't have a ton of peat in them. If you're looking for a flavorful adventure, if you're looking for Scotch, but you don't want to pay $1 million, because I got this for $29, which is definitely not bad if you're not an alcoholic and drinking it every day.
Yeah.
The Evan Williams is fine. This is actually the small batch Evan Williams. So as bourbon goes, it's not bad, but it just doesn't compare to either the Crown or the Grouse as far as the sipping and enjoying yourself.
Agreed.
I would probably use the Evan Williams as a mixer, because in that sense you're going to want to taste the liquor, but in the back of whatever you're mixing it with. Whereas with the other two, with the Crown and the Grouse, they stand out by themselves. And I actually found I did try to put the Grouse in eggnog the other day, and I didn't like it because it's smoky.
Yeah.
You don't want that in eggnog. The Crown would probably be great in eggnog, but But yeah, so that's my verdict too. I mean, I guess it's a kind of a predictable result here.
I think so.
Except that if you're not familiar with this, they sell it at Yankee Spirits. If you just want decent Scotch, and like the label says, apparently it's the most drunk Scotch in Scotland for 35 years. So if you want to drink what the Scots people drink, I guess that's what they're drinking. So
Well, we should have, for me, had some Irish whiskey in here.
we have some over there, but it's a present, so that's why I didn't crack it up.
Yeah, don't open someone else's present.
I was tempted,
Don't do it.
but I always say I'm an Irish whiskey man. I'm a proud Scot, but
You like the Irish.
I do like a little taste of the Irish. So.